We're in a weird situation of, hey, we're back from hiatus, but this is also issue 1. Because we are now officially out of the prelude. This is its own show. It's part of the Big Gay Dice game, but welcome to technically issue 1 of the Big Gay Masks game. Because the Big Gay Tights game was taken on a few platforms. But also this helps people looking for masks games to find us. But 1 second. I was sick all holiday, and all of a sudden my body decided to go, are you still?
No.
Which, if I have to disappear, Beth is also actually super sick today. Like, it doubled back for her.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if I have to disappear, Beth will come in and take over. She really knows this game.
There are a few. Masks is not one of them. Supers are not her thing. She'd be more likely to run Weird Web. Modern horror is her jam. But
I would guest on Weird Web for Beth.
I got her into TTRPGs with East Texas University, which is the like college Buffy the Vampire Slayer game.
Yes.
She was like, oh wait, it doesn't have to be her words. Oh wait, it doesn't have to be elves.
I would die for Beth.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I felt those words just cut straight into Mary.
Everyone has their own likes
Yes.
and dislikes. I'm not going to yuck someone's yum. It's a valid. I love elves. I love my shitty elves. So
Trash elves for the wind. I need to make an urban fantasy game where there are just trash elves. They're like the raccoons of the elven society.
Did you mean all elves?
Oh my god,
I'm
like
kidding.
crick elves, but like
I was
for
gonna
the
say, like,
city.
not
That's so
fun.
Yeah,
fun.
city crick elves. They're like Cockney street urchin elves.
Yes.
I love that.
Which they'd all have to be like the short kind of elves. They'll like max out at 4 feet tall and just make them all Cockney pickpockets.
Yes. Oh
I
my
want them
god.
to be hillbillies for some reason.
Yes.
That's when we leave the city. But for anyone who's actually still here, hey everybody. This is technically like our 6th session of Mass. The first campaign you can find either on the Big Gay Dice game or as episodes now on the official podcast, the Big Gay Masks games, as our prelude. Everything that set things in motion. So we open, setting the scene. I forgot the name of the city for a second. You all live in Nova City. The 5 of you, along with a couple others who are out doing their own things, are technically the first created superheroes. You're not the first superheroes in the world. There have been others, but they've been more your Iron Man, your Captain America, your better than human, but still very grounded in human. Not you. You are all part of Mr. Archer, the tech billionaire, essentially the Iron Man of the universe program to create the next generation of heroes. You were all successful test subjects. Since then, others with powers have popped up that really shouldn't. It's unknown where that is all coming from. One of you may have a bit more experience in where that's coming from than others. However, you were Team Archer. You were Archer's heroes. Sadly, a few weeks ago, Mr. Archer was found dead in his Las Vegas penthouse. The funeral has already happened. Legal proceedings has gone. Approximately $3.4 billion was placed into a trust to continue the Hero Project after his death. The Hero Project is no longer part of Archer Industries. You are a non-profit organization. The head of the organization at any given time is also the team's leader, which upon the time of Mr. Archer's death was appointed by Mr. Archer as conduit. However, team leader can be re-voted for. Or if the team leader were to perish or have to step down for reasons, a vote to remove the team leader can only be had once a year. This seems like it's all semantics, but there are people vying for this position. This is vital, important information to some of these players.
We can only change it once a year.
Unless the team leader is killed or otherwise has to retire.
Oh, interesting.
So you can't just hot swap team leaders. It's also the head of a multi-billion-dollar nonprofit organization now. However, the actual financial side of the organization, as well as many of the logistics, you don't have to worry about because it is being handled in-house, quite literally. Archer Tower is run by an artificial intelligence that has been given essentially power of attorney of the nonprofit and is also the gatekeeper of that trust. Well, you are in charge. Final say over what money can be taken out of the trust and budgeting and stuff has to be approved by the AI.
That sounds fair and balanced.
You weren't here last week when they met the AI.
Oh, the AI isn't Perry?
No. Perry is a
Never
shard
mind.
of the AI. The AI is a massive supercomputer underneath the tower. Who may or may not have given many of these heroes the info they need to know on how to keep from being suspects in Mr. Archer's death.
Guess who wasn't?
Oh, don't worry. That info's also been scrubbed by the AI. All threads you to Mr. Archer have been made sure are clean. Don't worry. The AI will take care of its people. We open in your living room. Pretty standard day. Again, it's been, we're going to say like 2 months since everything has happened. Life has continued. You now all officially get paid through the Hero Foundation. You're no longer trainee heroes because your mentor's dead. It's pretty obvious from his last will and testament that he did not intend on this happening right away, but it has. Some of you have kind of questioned Mr. Archer's death. There was a bullet hole in the window of his penthouse, but nothing was found out beyond it appeared to be something that could reflect off mirrors like a laser. In the last couple months, what have each of you been doing? This is also your chance to reintroduce your characters. We are going to go clockwise starting with Perry.
Perry, day one is going to go into Archer's office and is going to look for any documents that she does not know about, or both digital and physical.
Archer Enterprises has gone completely paperless. So
okay, great. So that's fine with me. I would like to go in as the algorithm and fully just rip apart all of the security and see what I can get.
Yeah, you can attempt to do that. Roll a superior check. Okay, hold on. You can introduce yourselves. I'm going to figure this shit out.
Sorry, I'm like 9.
9. Cool. You get 2 questions. Or you get 1 question.
Fuck. From which question? From which?
Technically assess the situation, but you can just ask me 1 vague question.
Is there anything that is specifically hidden from me?
You get the feeling that there's a lot hidden from you. You find holes in the data.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna spend the next few weeks just in the office.
Okay.
Just trying to find all of this shit.
Continuing around in the weeks after Archer's death, Penumbra, what have you been up to?
I think Penn, whatever reason, found out by themselves about Archer and has, I think, spent a lot of time probably with his dad, with Norm at Best Buy.
All right.
Locked in a lot of time, I think, locked in the supply closet. And I think like tinkering out of grief and processing all of the complicated emotions about Archer's death that he's having.
All right. Then Conduit. What have you been up to? You may have been the busiest.
Yeah. So Archer left me as the team leader, and that's been stressful, but I've also been trying to figure out where Ziva is after everything that happened.
Yes. Ziva is in a coma.
I probably spent time at the hospital.
Yes.
Reading to her, and probably would go to Best Buy and check in on Penn. Make sure everyone's doing okay. Kind of floating to spreading myself probably pretty thin, making sure everyone else is okay. Probably shoving down whatever inner feelings I have to make sure, and then just using the grief to make everyone else feel better type of a person. I don't think she deals with her emotions well.
Yeah. Now
that's shocking.
What?
So shocking.
My character doesn't deal with emotions well? Crazy.
Now, for Lavender, we have jumped some time, which means I'm going to need a roll from you. You need to roll plus mundane. Because I don't get to decide how some of these things are going. The dice do.
Yep. Hold on, let me get my little dice bag. Try it out. It's a 7.
Okay.
It's not horrible.
So you get to pick where the problem in your life is.
Great.
Would you like the bad things to be with your siblings, with your college classes, or with Ziva?
I think it's the most obvious. It's with Ziva. I don't know what to do anymore.
So Ziva's mom is going to contact you. Actually, she might even come in while you're in the hospital and everything. Since it's been about 2 months of her in a coma, She says the doctors are giving her 1 more week.
Oh. Okay. I mean, she's got fight in her.
I agree, Laugh. Just the insurance ran out about 2 weeks ago, and we've been part of some grant that started as part of some kind of foundation a couple months ago. That's been floating the rest of it, but I mean, they also say taking her off might shock her system, so. But we need to prepare for the worst.
Yeah. Please let me know when things happen. I don't want to mess anything up.
You didn't do anything wrong. It was those heroes. Wiz. This is the funny haha game.
Ouch.
Wiz, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think Wiz, usually being the one that would probably be like fussing around, trying to make sure everyone else is good, is probably a little traumatized from seeing her dead boss. Mm-hmm. And everything. I mean, she's just a little sweet bean. This ain't what she's used to. So I think she's probably been just spending a lot of time away from Archer Tower. Like probably has gone back home to the farm and has just been busy work, essentially, just trying to probably avoiding her stepdad as much as possible, not ready to have this "you should do your own thing" conversation in the light of all of this, but definitely wants to be with her mama.
All right. We actually have not met Wiz's mom.
You're not.
At all. So what do we know about Wiz's mom?
What do we know about Wiz's mom? Hold on. What is her name?
Iconic.
It's been so long since we talked about her. I have her name somewhere, but I can't find it.
Bobby, quick question. Do we have a note? What are our conditions? Do we still have the same conditions?
You guys can reset all your conditions.
Thank
We're in a totally new story.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
fucking God.
We have reset to issue 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find her freaking name on my character sheet. I thought I had it in the notes section. So it's Mama.
It's Mom. What's her name? It's Mom.
It's probably in a note. It's Mom. It's Mom. It's Mama Warren. I think it was Jean. It was something also very Southern.
Wasn't it not? Was it something with Ray in it?
Maybe, because that's my middle name.
Like Ray Dawn or something? Like really Southern?
Yeah.
Radon?
I don't know.
Ray Dawn! Ah!
No.
Let's Ray, maybe?
Oh, I like that one. That one's fun. Let's name her that now.
What was that?
Donna Ray.
Donna Ray. Yeah.
Donna Ray Warren. Yeah, that's
Donna
perfect.
Ray Warren. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I'm Donna Ray Warren.
See, it's cute. I think probably our farm life and everything is her side, just meeting up with a Homeland Runner was a whole nother thing. So I think she's very much just one, same as Wiz, small but mighty, can sit there and sling a hay bale, but also looks like she weighs 20 pounds. So, yeah. And real sweet. And it's just always been that the yin to the yang of Homeland Runner's intensity. It's oh, please help.
All right. And then finally for tonight, what has Showstopper been up to?
Showstopper has been trying to get a hang of her restoration abilities, but also has like hyper focused on social media to make sure that like we get some good stuff out there that's not all the bad shit that was kind of blowing up everywhere.
Yeah.
So she's trying to like get us back in the good light.
On the plus side, the death of Archer like took over the media site, the news cycle.
She egged that shit on for a while. Like a while.
Give me a superior roll.
Sure. Great at those. That's an 8.
Okay, so with an 8, you actually get support for what you've been doing, but it's also, it might be stuff Showstopper wants, but not so much Nikki wants, as your audience is going to come into play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's essentially hashtag bring back Showstopper. There are a bunch of fans that are pissed that you're not the leader. They hate Conduit with like complete vitriol.
And at no point, I will emphasize, at no point did she ever mention that. That was all like the news said something about her being leader, and she never touched base on that on purpose because she knows that if she makes a big deal about it, then it's going to make it look like she's jealous and that she only wants it because of that. She might be, but she's not going to make it look like she's jealous.
Yeah, no, like your fan base basically like has it in their heads. Like Showstopper's doing all the talking on the media. Showstopper's handling everything. She's already leading the entire group. What is this?
That's definitely not getting to her head at all. At all. Also, just as a heads up, because I did get 5 points, I did unlock my moment of truth. In case that comes to play later.
Oh my God.
Hello?
You just like you have that in the bag early.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted and I was like, let's go with this one.
That's a big one. Keep that in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, all right. All right.
All right.
But yeah, that's what she's doing. And she will help Conduit as much as possible when Conduit is here. Probably never emphasizing, like, are you sure you want power? But like offering assistance and seeing if it's too much and trying to not be like pushy about it. And also trying to save up money for some reason.
As this is all happening, in each of your locations, you will be getting an alert on your, we're just going to call them hero watches now instead of archer watches. Except for Perry. Perry gets it uploaded straight to their head. Of possible threat detected. Meeting at tower.
How long do I have? I'm already in the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, how long do I have before everyone gets here? Because I'm going to spend as much time in the office as I can before I head out.
That's fine. You can spend as much time in the office as you want. I will give you an option here. You can go for another roll to try and get more info. But on a 10 plus, you're going to get one question and not be late. On a 7 to 9, you'll get a question but be late. If you fail, you're just late.
That's fine with me. I'm going to do it. I want it.
And as so we all know, Perry is never late.
So,
all right. So you're going to be a rolling superior.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that total?
7.
Hey, you're going to get a question.
I mean, that's nice, but I don't want to be late, but it's fine, whatever.
You had that choice. You could have went, I don't want to take this risk.
I wanted the question.
I know. You wanted it more than not being late.
Okay. So last question I asked was there anything hidden for me? I would like to ask, is there anything specifically for me?
For you.
Yes.
You know what? Yes.
Ooh.
You find a file buried in Archer's stuff called Project Perry.
All right. I mean, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I know. I answered your question.
Okay.
You realize you're late now.
You bitch. All right. Well, oh, and it's digital. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to download it real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm going to head over to that meeting.
Showstopper's not the last one here. That's really weird.
I
Yeah.
say nothing as I enter.
So everyone's here. Wiz was probably the first one here because Wiz has super speed.
Yeah.
I think Penn's been tinkering with a short distance teleport device in the past 2 weeks. So
Alright.
they do get here quickly, but it is
Yes.
like a and then
Mhm.
just like very short, like five
It's like running on a moving sidewalk. So you're moving and it's jumping you further.
It looks like it's got a bad frame rate and you're playing a platformer and it's missing the frames in between
That's
like the different poses.
That is jarring as fuck to watch.
All right.
I just see you go past the office like that.
Penn has also now set up the like Chekhov's device for the adventure.
Oh man.
But after you all get there, the screen, like the main TV, comes up with the same sound wave imagery that Perry and I believe Showstopper saw downstairs with the supercomputer. Oh, was it Conduit?
Conduit and Showstopper.
Conduit and Show. Oh, that's right. Perry wasn't with you. I assumed Perry'd be at the supercomputer, but chose not to. All right. So Conduit and Showstopper recognize this. You guys haven't gotten too many alerts from this. Also, Conduit, you've probably interacted with the AI a fair bit because you're in charge of the group. But it switches over. Good morning, heroes. Nova City seems to have a problem. And it'll pull up images of police precincts and a couple mortuaries. Dead bodies have been disappearing from Nova City's mortuaries all over town.
And that's a problem for us. Why? Seems like there's just some weirdo.
I mean, what are people using them for?
The odds of anomaly have reached critical mass after the latest discovery, and it pulls up several recordings from a police mortuary, like a county mortuary down where like after a shooting or something would have happened. It would actually be in a hospital where they're recording it. And the first one comes up, and then it pulls up a second one. Different doctors, different days, even different hospitals. The body is the same.
So
It
there's multiple
appears
of
the same body is going missing.
What? I mean, I feel better about it. I know that this person is no longer, I feel confident now.
I have an important question I just remembered. So, did anybody ever tell anybody important that matters about the place with the superhero drugs? Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't say anything because I just wanted to double check to see if that happened. Has that bit showstopper in the ass yet?
No.
What a
Cool.
fucking leader
She's-
move.
If it was told, that means it would have went through the AI and nothing else has come up of it.
Fantastic. Wonderful. She's going to think that nobody said anything and hope that that's for the best. And think that she's good. I just wanted to make sure because that would change how she interacts with people if she actually knew. So I'm going to assume she does not know that Conduit said anything.
So this is the same body disappearing? All the missing bodies are the same body?
That's really weird.
Like someone's waking up after being killed.
So
are
are
there
they
files on the body that keeps
Yeah, are they
going missing?
re-finding them? Like,
Oh.
what's the record? The police records? Or the
All
mortuary
missing
records?
bodies have been filed as John Doe. 3 were after an armed robbery turned bad. 1 was from a home invasion. And 2 were from car accidents.
Okay. For the shooting one, were they all at the same time? Like they're like 3 identical bodies?
No, these have
Okay.
all been at least 48 hours apart.
Got it.
Weird.
Okay,
So the
well,
same person keeps being
Keeps dying.
regenerated
Ooh.
after the act.
I've seen Misfits.
Or
Sorry to call you out, Bobby, but I've seen Misfits.
Misfits is phenomenal.
It's
or
amazing.
There's quintuplets.
That would be very unlucky for all of them to die so quickly at the same,
Maybe
one after the
it's
other. This poor family.
maybe it's somebody that can control their body really well and make it look like they're dead.
I don't know if any of you have seen the TV show Misfits, and this is Perry.
No.
I just watched it in my
Everyone
brain
gives
about
Perry
2 seconds
1,000
ago.
yard stare.
Misfits is a fantastic British TV show starring someone that I actually Ashton am in love with, Robbie Sheehan, but that's neither here nor there. Where everyone gets superpowers and one of the main characters doesn't get a superpower. I mean, he gets a superpower, but you don't know until the end of the first season where he dies, and then he turns out he's immortal, and like when he dies, he just like dies for a little bit and then he like comes back. So like this dude is probably just like getting in a bunch of accidents because he can. And then
It's very interesting that there's someone writing a show about that. We should look in,
it's a
see who
long
it
time.
is.
It was like 10 years ago, but it's
It's probably
amazing.
pushing 20
He
years.
might
at
be-
this
Is it
point.
really?
Like some sort of mind or future teller, but making shows. That'd be
We should all watch Misfits together. It's a really great TV show.
That's a good point, Perry. That's what I was thinking as well without the pop culture reference.
That's fine. I understand that my pop culture references may be a bit niche for some people because I know all pop culture.
It's awesome. It's always good to learn new things.
Well,
The
this
show
is
is-
happening. I have like on my tablet Misfits playing at like 20 times speed.
Yeah,
The
Penn
show is
Penn
about to be
over with his shoulder,
14.
also watching it.
Oh my God.
The
Um,
first
That's-
season of Misfits
really?
came out in 2009.
Wow. Robbie
It
Sheehan,
just
if
made
you're
me
out
feel
there,
really old.
Yeah, I
Oh.
remembered watching getting those trailers
That's
when I was
rude.
on Hulu in middle
Yup.
school.
Robbie Sheehan, my beautiful dad.
Stop
I
saying
just-
ages.
It hit into the States like a year or two later.
Yeah.
You remember, it was
it was a
not
little
an
behind.
American show. But yeah,
Mother, do we have any
Yes, dear.
data on regeneration like abilities that could be similar to this?
known regenerative capabilities. And it begins like cycling through multiple things. There's images of like geckos. There's an image of Showstopper.
Yeah, Perry is staring directly at Showstopper, not blinking.
There was an image that showed up as Showstopper. Damn it. She's like, she just turns pale.
Regenerative capabilities are within the possibility of genetic mutation.
How weird.
Oh, wait, y'all can't all do that? That's not normal?
No,
Not all of us
not
are
for
as,
all of us.
and not all of us are as gifted as you are, Wiz.
Yeah, it's
Gives
a
you-
strange
Just
Kinda gives
everything
you an
moves so
elbow bump.
fast.
However, given the coroner's reports and at least 3 successful autopsies, this may need to be reclassified as resurrection.
No.
Is this
Looking at the pictures that they provided, or like staff info or anything, like, are there other people that are like, wow, that same person's there? Like an
You can look
accomplice?
through all that with Superior.
I would love to.
Mhm.
Where's my character sheet? There's my character sheet. Oh, I'm good at that. I forgot to get dice out. Oh. I like that. So 4, that's a 4. 8, 9 was superior.
9. All right. You get 1 question. So I can give you 1 piece of info. So if you want to see if there's any staff or anything in any of them that looks like them, that could be your question. But you don't get a follow-up.
I think if we're thinking resurrection, that's what I want to know. If
Right.
there's a possible like accomplice, that's the word.
You don't find a similar, like the same person on staff at all these locations. However, what you do find is by going through all the security footage, because you can process all that information incredibly fast. You and Perry are both capable of that. There is one angle on one of the exterior cameras where someone leaving in a janitor's uniform is this person.
Enhance. Take a screenshot.
So they're doing it on their own. There's no.
Yeah.
Huh.
They also seem to be carrying a duffel bag at the time.
Where the fuck they
What?
get the duffel bag?
wait, so is the janitor the accomplice or the janitor's also the corpse?
The corpse left dressed as a janitor.
Gotcha.
Oh, and we only have one like image of that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's
It
just a
seems
janitor.
like this person is very good at avoiding cameras typically.
Okay.
Well, they've got a bag. So either someone dropped it off to them or they were able to stash it before their escapades.
Hmm.
Could you look at the camera footage to see if they arrived ahead of time
Hmm.
or somebody arrived ahead of time?
Someone
with the
else
duffel?
could give a superior check to try and get more information.
I could do it, I suppose.
Superior's -1. So
Can I help with that, or I forget?
So-
Can I help?
We can
Assist.
establish the team pool.
Oh no, fuck it. I don't. I'm
Because
someone
helping
who-
is done through team points.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki, do you need it?
we're on a mission. Why not?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Let's establish the team pool real quick.
We're some teens gathered around a
right.
computer.
Is there anyone that Conduit does not currently have influence over?
I have Conduit Lavender as influence. I don't know if it's Lavender though or Conduit. I think both though.
Okay. That
think
means
it's
you
both.
are officially stating Conduit has influence over you now.
Yeah, I believe it was just Lavender originally, but it became Conduit after we had a conversation.
Yeah, that's right. She rolled and was able to gain influence over you. Okay. So I think everyone
I
else
do not
has...
have influence over Pen.
I think we talked off
You
We
guys,
talked off
you
camera
guys
or
had a
something,
scene where you
and
discussed that.
We had a
Okay.
scene. I gave you it over.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
fine.
remember for sure.
Definitely.
I'll add it to
And
it.
like that definitely passes since
Yeah.
Penn was the one that got conduit in the team leader position now.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone has the same purpose in the fight. Yep. Nobody's working against the team right now. Does anyone mistrust conduit?
No.
Okay. We're gonna
Wait, why?
remove one.
Because I know she's lying.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's lying about, but I know she's lying.
You guys are not ill prepared, so you currently have 3 points.
Oh yeah.
Now, you can just spend a point, but you can also support, which will be a check, and if you succeed, you can give no, wait. No, it's defend that adds team points, not support. Okay. No, so you can just spend a point to give +1 if you want to, Perry.
Would like that 1 point to go to a 10, please.
Ooh.
All right. So with Perry's assist,
good.
you guys are down to 2 points. And that's now a 10, which means you now get 2 questions.
Cool. Is there... So the first thing that she would look for is if there was anywhere where someone brought a duffel bag to those locations beforehand.
Okay. There was. You see that this person a week earlier, as part of a late night cleaning crew, was here as well.
Same body.
Same body. Did not have a big full duffel bag, but had a small folded up thing that could be the duffel bag empty and folded.
Gotcha. So he's stealing something, possibly then. If he goes in with something empty and leaves with it full.
It could also be like the clothes or something he was wearing as the corpse in the duffel bag. But you're right, he could also be stealing something too.
Let's see if maybe like there's any sort of reported incidents at those locations, like missing things or security breaches, or I don't know.
Well,
Or if he just
also-
happened to be there and failed.
Is this all happening at a police station? Because he could be getting his stuff that they confiscated from him.
Yeah,
This
that
one
too.
is at a police station. The other thing to note, the drop-off date you found is after the first missing body, which was a car accident.
Oh.
So it like car accident, person goes missing, drop off a week later.
And
He's
then
at that
there's
location.
much more death and people going missing.
Got it.
Can I try to I want to try to, I guess, twist one of my moves.
Yep.
Of all the best stuff. Of instead of accessing a cache, can I roll something to try to see if I remember any villains or anything with my just any if I remember anyone using this kind of power before or something.
Okay. What move would that be? I'm actually thinking that might still be superior. Yeah. That's
Freak?
super. We can do freak. Because
Make a case for
your
freak?
background has very
Yeah.
much like tainted
I'm thinking
everyone's
of, like,
view of you. I'm fine with
Alien.
that.
I'm thinking alien weird power shit.
Yes.
I'm digging deep and trying
Okay.
to think of what weird inner space nonsense this maybe could be coming from. Right. Fucking Christ. How's what about okay, that's +1, so it's a 5.
A 5 is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is a 6.
Yeah.
However, there are 2 team points remaining. If someone can assist.
Spend them on these.
I'll help. everyone's okay with it.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
Burn all your team points currently.
Hell yeah. We don't need them.
How is it that you help?
I think I just go, look, this is incredibly out of the ordinary of a power. This is, from what I've seen, the guy doesn't even have a pacemaker that could just electric jolt his heart to work and kick in a regeneration. This might be more of your wheelhouse. And I know it's not the best thing to have to go back and think on, but
Yeah, it's all right. This sounds freaky.
All right. You do that. I'm actually going to have you roll plus mundane.
Okay.
Conduit.
Oh, awesome. Don't make me roll ever.
Because you can support and add a point to the team pool, but only on a 10 plus. However, even if it's not a 10 plus, can still, by helping, give you potential.
mundane, you said?
Mundane.
I got an 8.
Okay, so it does not add to the team pool, but this will give you a point of potential.
If I was lavender, it would be a 10.
I still
7.
missed. Or did I technically miss still?
With
Or
the
No,
2
you got a
points,
7.
Okay, great.
it pushes it up to a 7.
Cool.
Would Perry have rolled then when they assisted?
Perry can do a mundane roll for that assist as well. So
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So, resurrection's entirely possible. They're, in fact, the species basically your mom's based off of can essentially, they have cosmic energy, and their species actually stores an energy reserve that basically jumpstarts the body.
Mm.
Mm.
So I think I might know what this is. Something my mom and I guess I can do. We can store cosmic energy in our body and use it like that pacemaker to jump start again.
That's
So
really
maybe
cool.
that could be what. Yeah. It's never worked for me, but it's
Well,
fine.
Have you died?
No,
There's
So
still
maybe it
time then.
would just.
we'll find
Hopefully
out.
we
I
don't have to
guess.
find that out.
Yeah.
But that would be cool that it's like a possible backup.
Yeah, I don't know. When I amoeba'd off of my mom, something maybe went wrong.
And could she only do it once?
Well, the parallax was really fucking powerful, so she, I think, took it from other people that she annihilated, and so she had some extra stores.
Oh. So this person, if they're doing the exact same thing, is probably killing other people in order to do this.
Were there any other deaths in these car wrecks, break-ins, blah, blah, blah?
There was one of them was a shootout, right?
So yeah, there were shootouts.
It was a shootout that caused one of the deaths. It was actually one of the first after the car wrecks. However, if you're talking about like deaths in the hospitals or basically anywhere where the bodies
In the incidents.
Yeah.
Like if
In
in
the
the shootout,
incidents.
anyone other people died.
Yes.
I will actually roll to see.
Or was there any incident where that was the only death?
There are incidents where that was the only death.
Hmm.
But a couple of the times, yes, people were killed by this person.
Okay. In that case, it might. I don't know if I have to roll for this. If we add up all of the casualties, not counting John Doe, does it equal the amount of deaths?
No.
Or is there like an uneven number? Okay. Then it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, she had a reserve, so it also
Okay.
doesn't have to be 1-to-1 of death resurrection. She also did some genocide, so she had a lot.
Right. I did hear about that.
I do have one more question I can ask.
Yep.
Should we look to see if there's any possible like way we can find him online, like with a past history of existence?
Reverse image
Yeah.
search. His
Yeah,
face.
like
If we go back to the first like car accident, can we get like that license plate?
Ooh.
well, even like just on with his picture, because
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is, I don't know how I would do it subtly, but Showstopper could use her fan base to see if, because fan bases are terrifying at finding things.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something out there that they can find.
Yeah, you can roll plus mundane
Love that.
Why is it mundane?
because this is using your mundane abilities. Also, mundane people.
Is it? No, it's not. Damn it! It's like, is it comforting or supporting someone? Oh, that's not terrible. Okay. It's a 9 - 1.
Okay, so an 8. So they're going to be able to dig up some public record stuff. Searching around for this guy. But you'll basically post like that zoom and enhanced image and everything, and he'll get doxxed that it's some guy named Robert Hod.
I knew they could find this shit. This is awesome. Look, it's a Robert Hod.
They're able to pull up his mugshot.
Mm.
He has a pretty
When is that
extensive
mugshot from?
Question.
that mugshot's probably from a couple years ago. He has a pretty
Okay, so
extensive
it's not from
record
this.
of
Not from this
No.
iteration of deaths. It's from years ago.
Yeah, is he listed as dead?
He is listed as dead.
And it was after the car accident.
When did he die?
Yeah.
When did Robert Hod, when it's
Yeah.
listed, Robert Hod
Yeah.
died?
48 hours before the car accident.
Oh, so there was.
Where did he die?
Before the cars.
Oh, so we're missing one.
Yeah, you're missing one. He died in jail.
Oh.
Was
Got
it the same jail as any known? No, that one got destroyed, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, the
Not
same
like
jail as
known
the-
supervillains. But no, he died in jail. However, the information around his death is not publicly available and seems pretty wiped.
Are you sure? Can I double check?
You can roll plus freak.
Fantastic. Hold on. 10.
All right. Oh, you're about to find some more sins of the father. Because again, you
great.
were the first public
Shut up.
program.
Shut up. Oh, no.
However, Archer Industries did, I wouldn't even say work with the penal system, since it's owned by a company owned by Archer Industries.
Whoa.
But yeah, there's some very buried deep stuff.
Oh my god.
There was some prisoner testing.
Am I aware of this?
You are now.
Like before? Okay.
No,
I
not
wasn't
before. You were
Oh,
not.
I didn't
aware
know
of
when I
this.
was born. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, you're able to get a lot more from Robert Hod as well from this.
Okay.
Because a lot of his files were buried with this. Because if you just have like, oh, criminal died, like you put out enough where officially he's dead and all the paperwork can go. But no, Robert Hod was a career thief. Specializing in burglarizing homes in Silicon Valley. Now, otherwise, within the penal system, he was apparently an upstanding inmate. And in his court filings, he said he only stole from those that didn't deserve it.
A reverse Robin Hood?
What's reverse about that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not say stole from the people who didn't deserve it?
As in the money.
Didn't deserve what they had.
Oh, I thought you meant the people didn't deserve it.
No. I only
Okay.
stole from victims.
Got
Yes.
it. So it is a Robin Hood.
Oh, his name's Robert Hod.
Oh fuck, Bobby.
We
All
have
right.
enough English folklore nerds at this table.
I'm sad we didn't get that.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
pretty bad of us.
Wow. I feel really upset.
I'm glad I
right
cracked it though. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ken says that in the back of the room as we're doing all this investigation. Like, fuck, his name is Robert Hod.
Yeah. So the shootout was at a bank owned by Archer Industries. The home
Seeking
invasion
revenge.
was one of Archibald Archer's homes.
When, in relation to Archer's death, was all of these home invasions and crimes?
They've been scaling, however, while
Like, is there a possibility that Robert Hod could have killed Archer?
so the invasions continued after he was found dead, but stopped after it was publicly released that he was dead.
Interesting.
Now, the body had been turned up dead a couple more times, but the home invasion, the stuff tied directly to Archer, stopped after Archer was found. Like, it was released that Archer was dead. But there is one, which is the home invasion, which happened after you guys found Archer, but in that window before it became public news.
Okay.
So probably that same night, technically.
So he probably didn't know in advance. He found out along with everyone else.
Also, that
he
home
kept
invasion
stealing.
was in San Francisco.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
night of
Yeah.
his death.
Yeah.
Okay. Good alibi. Fine. Pen puts away the pinboard.
Okay.
Well, Where do
Sorry,
we
it's
think
just something I've
this
been
fella
working on.
is?
Well, I'll
Purgatory.
tell you, if we just keep our eyes on the morgues around the city, I'm sure he'll turn up. And if we just go there directly, we could probably catch him before he, rises.
I mean, can we keep an eye on some of Archer's properties? It seems like it's very direct hits.
He's not doing Archer anymore.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Do we want to do a stakeout in the mortuary, pretend to be a dead body and catch him?
Oh my gosh. Well, definitely when we find out what morgue he's in, I would love to go on in one of those little boxes.
Perry, do you want to pretend to die?
I would love to pretend to die.
I couldn't sit still long enough.
I don't think they're going to want to do an
Also,
autopsy on you.
Perry is a noticeable robot.
Yeah.
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 What if we like pretend to be the custodians? And so when he comes in to get his custodian gear, we're like, got you.
What
So
if Perry
we for sure
pretends
know
to...
which mortuary that
We just pick a new one every night and eventually we're going to meet up.
what if Perry pretends to be medical equipment?
I can do that.
Ooh,
I can be an
ambulance.
No, you can't. That's too big. We've discussed.
No,
the
I was a
mass
pizza
thing.
car.
We discussed mass. It's not possible.
It's a very small ambulance, a car size.
It was like a smart car.
Yeah.
A pizza smart.
How do we all fit in there?
possibly.
There were like
Carefully.
5 of us.
Plot holes. That's how.
So, quick question: we know where he's hit recently.
Yes.
Of the known mortuaries and police stations that a body could be taken to that he hasn't hit yet, what are the biggest marks in those areas?
I asked Penn to get their board back out and we started doing a
Roll
map,
plus superior.
triangulating.
I can see how much info.
Sorry, I can flip it over. Just one side is just a really big, the big words of who killed Archer, and then just one little corner that's like me? Question mark.
That is a
One
natural
piece of
10.
string.
All right. So the last one that apparently re-triggered the AI was it ended up being a shooting. One security guard was hit but didn't die. Hod was killed. But this was at Muskrat Industries, which is another tech company.
Nice. He really is a rat.
Huh. Okay. And just to be clear, he's never repeated a morgue? Or
The morgues are always wherever it would be taken based on where he was killed.
so he has repeated morgues?
So actually a good bit in like San Francisco and
Okay.
Nova City,
Mm,
because these are like the tech centers of the country.
mhm.
Got it. Okay.
So it's
So
like
he's-
distance wise, wherever he hits gets sent to a particular morgue based on like precinct, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. I think it might just be a waiting game.
Do we want to bait him out?
Well, it's a
Like set
tech
a
company
trap?
that he keeps going after.
Mhm.
Right.
What is Archer Industries?
Do we want to reveal a new product or something to try to like get him to try to steal it?
Maybe I'm worried that his beef was with Archer specifically, and so he won't care.
Yeah, well, I guess there's two ideas. Either what Penn said, or how often does this guy leave people alive that have seen him and know his face?
What was your superior? Oh yeah, you rolled a 10, so you
I got
actually have
a
a second
10.
question. There is no sign that like he straight up murdered anyone. Anytime someone's died, it's been in like a back and forth altercation.
So he doesn't care if someone knows his identity, basically.
Possibly not.
Because the other idea I had is wait around the security guard if he would go after the security guard that's still alive. Use the security guard as bait.
But with that, we would normally go on break, but apparently Beth is not doing well. So we are actually only having a half session this week. And we are going to finish off Robert Hod's story next week. So thank you everybody for coming hang out. It was a short session. Apparently issue 1 is a small issue, but we'll be back next week with
Just the teaser.
issue 2 and potentially even issue 3 if we get to do a full session. But good night, everybody. Oh, also Weird Web on Fridays.